everyone, welcome in, and happy Tuesday, and happy 2024. Happy to see you, everybody. Welcome back. Well, mainly to myself, because you guys have been here the whole time. But welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to another stream. Hope y'all's 2024 is going absolutely amazing so far. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Oh, hold on. Thought something dipped for a second. I got scared. Alright, let's see who all is here. Happy Tuesday, though, everybody. Mega Rock! Also, oh my gosh, Grima, thank you for the 17-month resub. Oh my gosh. 17 months! Holy crap! Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Officer Shadeslayer group once again, even though you never officially left. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Mega Rock, Grima, Dark, Mango! Mango! Welcome in, Mango! Zingy, Danny, Chris is cool, first time chatting. Welcome in, welcome, welcome. Squid James, welcome in as well. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. If it sounds a little bit different, I'm sorry about that. I just got a new microphone. So, yeah. For streaming purposes. So, yeah. Just let me know if I need to edit anything. I did try to start testing stuff before stream, but yeah. Just let me know if I need to lower or raise anything. Just let me know, because I think it sounds fine, but yeah, just let me know. Just let me know. Sounding good? Okay. That's good. I did test it out with the game volume as well, so that should be okay. But, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it. Hiyo, Mango! Sounds good, but always overall a bit quiet. That's up to you. I don't understand, because everything seems to be fine and normal. Rima, you might want to check your headphones or something, because to me, like, even when I check the stream sound, it doesn't sound quiet. I don't know. I don't know. Saint Seiya, welcome in. How are you doing, Saint Seiya? How's your 2024 been so far? Yeah, it has been a week already. It hasn't felt like a week. It hasn't felt like a week at all. But that's fine. How is everybody's 2024 so far, though? I hope y'all are doing fantastic. Hope it's going well, even though it's only day 2 of 2024. Thank you for the stretch. Whew. Good stretch. My arm is slowly healing. Hope it'll be better. Got it. Everything's fine on my end and anywhere else, so it sounds a bit quiet here only. That's weird. You have your volume slider on your Twitch all the way up, Grima? Ray Jared, welcome in. Good morning. Big stretch to start things off. Are we a lawyer or a Lord of Calamity today? As you can see from my outfit, we are not wearing our demon outfit today. We are wearing our lawyer's badge. So, yeah, we are a lawyer today. We are wearing the lawyer's badge. Hold on, my mic is far away. Hold on, let me move it over. There we go. I don't want it to be directly in front of me, because I don't want to be too loud, but yeah, no. I think we're good now. Doing well, thankfully? That's good, Danny. Happy to hear that. New headset as well, so The sounds are even better and louder than before. Hey. Maddie, welcome in. This new year is starting off with a bang with the announcement of the quintessential quintuplets making a return. Oh, that's awesome. No worries, Saint Seiya. Hoping Gumshoe shows up. Me too. I miss Gumshoe. Take every minute of Gumshoe in while we can. First one of the year. Yeah. My year started off with my Switch controller breaking. Oh no! Oh no! That's not good. What? That stinks. Sorry to hear that, Chris. Hopefully you'll be able to get a new one soon. I hope so, cause that really stinks. Who's ready for Phoenix Wright Remastered? Second Trilogy Remastered? Yes! It's coming out this month. I can't buy it right now, but when I can, I will be buying it. My slider's at 70%. Why? Like, shouldn't it be at 100? Huh? What? I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to chat about that, I think. My year started with my first book reaching 20k reads. Nice. If it's at 100, to hear you correctly, that's your too quiet. I have every... Huh? I am so confused, though. Because if I put... Okay. I'll raise the mic a little higher. There. Apparently this mic is less sensitive than I thought. I think I have the noise gate maybe on too high, but how's that? Is that any better? I turned the mic up a bit. Maybe. The worst thing with my controller breaking is that it only fell from like 1 meter. Oh! Hold up, let me take a selfie with the pic. It is better? Okay, I don't want to raise it too much higher though, because it'll start popping and peaking, and I don't want that. Year ended pretty awful due to COVID. Oh no! Lack of celebrations, but the community was very supportive. Oh, happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. Sorry about that though. Hope you're feeling better. Also, I think you may have missed my question for the Q&A. Did I? If I did, I'm sorry, Maddie. There was a lot of questions. There were a lot of questions. But yeah, I think we should go ahead and get started here. Yeah, my S's aren't popping too badly, are they? Oh yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Danny. New year means new me. Ah, I see, Saint Seiya. Will you, I don't know if you guys made, New Year's resolutions or anything, but, if you did, I wish you luck on fulfilling them. It was almost an hour-long video already. There were a lot of questions. Exactly, it took me 50 minutes to record most of the questions. I even had to edit some things out. Alright, let me swap screens here once I get the audio on. Okay. And there we go. Alright. Bum, bum, bum. Also, I had to move the logo, unfortunately, because it was blocking text from the games. So, yeah, I had to move it. But, oh my gosh, you're right, Maddie. I still need to look at that. Thank you. Have you ever saw Avatar: The Last Airbender? I've only seen, like, a couple episodes. Alright, let's continue, though. I did manage to get back to where we were before. Yeah. So, we are right where we kind of got cut off the last stream because of the power out. I did make sure we got right there. For context, for those who missed the last stream, we were about to present the Blue Badger because the Blue Badger was sitting in front of the security camera in the security video. So, yeah. We had to present that as evidence, and now we're seeing the aftermath of that. Alright, let's load. Let's load. Alright, you, Mr. Cowboy. What about that piece of plywood? The Blue Badger, mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger? The Blue Badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Well, what? That's right. So long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. What? Haha, got you there. Been watching your YouTube videos for like 16 days and didn't even know that you had a Twitch. That's okay. I'm gonna have to make like a proper announcement on it on the YouTube channel because I have not done that. First misspoke of the stream. Hey. Got him. So, that means, just what exactly does that mean? It means it can't be done. Stop! Leave the stuff from 2023 and 2023, guys. What are you saying? Blood traces were...
I will have order!
I can't read, apparently. Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker. Don't look at me. I didn't put it there.
Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically.
Emma. On that afternoon... Oh, Emma's back.
Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker.
Oh, so that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in? Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom. It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Balderdash, it basically means nonsense, Screama. Panic! Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time. Someone bled prior to the struggles shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. Oh, that's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker. So then, assuming this murder you purport is really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred. When did the first incident occur? To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room. That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well.
Then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Now then, will the defense please present its evidence?
Back-to-back objections. It almost feels like a tennis match. Hold on. For some reason, I'm hearing myself. I am hearing myself talk. I think it's because... Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's weird. Hold on. I really want a picture of Emma Skye as Oppenheimer movie cover. Oh, gosh. Why? Why? Okay. Ah. Still had the monitor on. There we go. Because it's funny? Alright. I see. Alright. Let me, take care of that. Bum, 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 bum. Oh! Wait a minute. While we were doing that, I was also thinking about the case here. So I just remembered why and what we could present.
What shows when the first crime took place?
Here. If we check the time, there's still one time in the evidence room that's unaccounted for. Hello? Hello?
If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Mission failed? What do you mean mission failed? There's no mission failed.
In order to do so, an ID card would have been required. An ID card? Oh, the ID card record.
Exactly. Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at,
let's see here, 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Ah! Ah!
No? What? No, Your Honor, no. No. Don't accuse Edgeworth again, please. No.
Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done? I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. No, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murder. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Let's take a look at the chart again. There's only one other card number remaining. 7777777. Talk about a lucky number. But wait! That doesn't make sense! How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room? Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7777777. That's a lot of sevens, Phoenix. That's a lot of sevens. While Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 7777777. That's 17 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least at present. What? Explain yourself, son. The ID number 777-7777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. But that's ridiculous. Just how... I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted. An official charge? You're all alike, aren't you? Your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates.
Oh, come on. That's not what he's talking about. That's not what he's talking about there, Mr. Marshall. Just say 7-7 instead of the whole thing. I mean, I guess so. Do you want fries with that? Oh, boy. 7 is a lucky number indeed, though.
I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you kept your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes? No, not you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive. Lana? Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course, we've looked her up her ID number. And it's not 7-7.
Edgeworth has big hands. Well, why of all things was that? Did you want to notice? Question. What are the best fries? I don't know. Steak fries are good, though.
Don't blame me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. Yes, how line incident. Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor?
I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth.
2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time,
Occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did.
But, Lana!
I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
Defendant! Just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, you really present all the evidence in court. And you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did. Chief Prosecutor, you didn't.
I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Why won't you answer it?
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. Lana, that's not how that works. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
But Lana!
Even if it involved forging evidence. That's not good. That's not good.
See? That's what I'm talking about. No. No!
Wow. Oh boy. Lana's remark caused such a stir. The chaos in the courtroom couldn't be quelled.
We would have to wait until the following day.
Oh boy. To be continued. Doesn't make it okay though, Lana, even if you accept the consequences. Oh yeah. Seems like stream elements is down or something. Oh no. That's not good. Alright, let's save our progress.
And the plot thickens indeed. The plot has thickened.
All right.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said.
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me.
Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all here in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
What did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
What? He tried to kill you?
Oh boy. Oh gosh. That's not good. Yes, think of your sister, Lana. Objection!
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Yes, I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming.
Oh my gosh, poor Emma.
What happened 2 years ago? It was right about this time of year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. And suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Dave Marshall's brother.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. And
What happened?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
Permanent picture?
Joe Dark looks like an older Alfred Ashford. Another Capcom character, but more mature and less bony. Loony. I thought you said bony. Loony. Ah, I see. Edgeworth when he loses a case. Well played. I see.
I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
You weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus...
But bogus? I cannot read, apparently.
bogus evidence?
The prosecutor's office wanted the guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth?
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault.
No, it's not. What? What do you mean write that down, write that down? What do you mean write that down? What?
If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
So it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did. Especially not to Emma.
That is horrible. Hey, Deck God, welcome in. Thank you, Deck. Enjoy your work. Have a good street. Have a good day and stay sharp. Can you tell it's been a week?
What did you see in the instant that crime occurred?
Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
And Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Emma. You've been through so much.
Couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable.
Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. There's still something that's bothering me about that crime.
And what could that be?
There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor?
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
But why did the way to... Why...
Words are hard. I believe that laughing is a good medicine for the heart and soul, which is why I'm trying to make you laugh. That's fine, Dark. I appreciate it.
But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office?
Because the detective's offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
Well, there we go. We learned something out about Lana there.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her.
Better go talk to Lana real fast. English work for us, please. Indeed. Words are your arch nemesis. I hope not.
Lana.
Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana. Emma told me about...
Wrong voice.
Emma told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details? Especially about the unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, considering that he's your lawyer, I would say so. Wrong voice, abort, abort. No, no. We pursue, we keep going, we keep going.
A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case... that the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it?
I'm thirsty.
Thank you for the hydrate. You're forced to work with us anyway, Lana, so yeah, that's true. Might as well make the best of it.
I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At the trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said about you stabbing Mr. Goodwin with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
Chief Gant?
He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes.
Hold on. Whoa, what the heck is going on with my model here? Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. Nice picture of the two of them, indeed. There we go.
Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was
To gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right?
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask some more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago.
When streaming, are you making up voices on the spot or do you work on them offline? I usually try to remember what voices I have for each character by looking at the past streams or just by practice, yes.
2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes. Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigation.
Here we go.
They even had the same office. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho.
Hold on, I gotta... For some reason, the camera is just moving not in the right place. Yeah, the guy with the creepy silent stare, indeed.
Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place, and he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us.
No worries, Dark. My model keeps doing all kinds of weird things right now.
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down and fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run into the scene, Lana? It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor. And smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her after all. Her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark immediately under arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. Quite a coincidence, hmm? I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance.
That case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark.
Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The Chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the Chief's office. Site of the final SL9 murder.
That's not a bad idea, Phoenix. Not gonna lie. Alright, I missed the Steel Samurai. Well, the Steel Samurai unfortunately has ended, so... Alright, let's keep going then.
I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
No! Why? Why can't we see Gumshoe?
Things seem kind of quiet around here today.
You're right. The Chief of Detectives seems the same, though.
Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right. You can come back here later.
Alright. Let's head back to the police department entrance. Retrace them steps and find the secrets. Indeed. Oh! Hi, Marshall.
Howdy, Bambina.
Oh, Mr. Marshall.
Never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera. Never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? Should've known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning.
Billy?
Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance. We all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
A lot of prospectors head west. If there ever were a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, do you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
Talk to Marshall.
Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. Wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
Yeah. They mentioned something about the murder weapon not being accurate.
The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
What does that mean?
It means there's a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased.
The facts have been concealed with forged evidence?
That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
Yeah, this case was truly, this case was truly never finally solved.
Got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I just made the detective when it went down. Our first case together.
How old was he, your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the king of prosecutors? I knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer.
Interesting.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. Can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently, someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered. The evidence locker was empty.
A lingering loose end. One way to describe the SL9 incident. Indeed, indeed.
There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that latter. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in the investigation, save one, was taken care of.
Save one, Detective Goodman.
His star was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They?
Who were you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Sky.
Ah. Gant and Sky, huh? Are we sure about that?
The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After that case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Scott was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. On a secret. It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy.
Of course he's not.
He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. Someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I wouldn't even be a patrolman after today. I won't even be a patrolman after today.
Oh. I think that's the only time we've seen that animation from Marshall.
Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina.
At least you're not blaming Miles this time. That is fair. He didn't do anything wrong there. That's good. Why wasn't this case in the anime? Oh, it was way too big to put in the anime. I can understand why they didn't put it in the anime. This case would need an entire movie.
This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth. Not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir? We'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office.
Well, better take the opportunity while we can. Alright. Chief's office. Whoa. There's an organ in here. I forgot about that. Not this theme. This theme. Whoa. Where am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey! I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was.
Oh! Hi, you! Ugh.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put the paper he was reading in his desk. So, righto, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there?
Yep, I see the picture.
That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. Can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though.
I wonder if y'all have noticed what's wrong. Oh, that awkward silence. Oh.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh. This office... It was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend.
What are you trying to hide? What are you trying to hide, sir? Huh? Thank you for the stretch. Oh my gosh. Oh, good stretch. That silent stare looking into our soul. Yes. What in the world? Why is he trying to hide?
It seems this case isn't over yet. with yet after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
Exactly. Why would he have anything to hide?
You mean like a clue?
There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office.
There's gotta be a way, right? Gant doesn't seem to like us investigating. Pretty sus indeed.
Hey, pal!
Gumshoe!
Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
Alright, bye, Squid James. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay sharp!
Just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long?
Actually, I'm serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle between you two in court. That sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes.
That's not good.
But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from those who don't like him. And now with this.
Are there really so many people who hate him?
In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only is that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. Hey, Dick, keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about it. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack.
Practice, 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 Dark. Yep, he's under forced fire again. At this point, yeah, that's exactly what they're doing, Mega Rock.
Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. Seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Stark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall who was trying to protect some girl?
Me.
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written in here somewhere, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
We'll have to show him the knife. Not stick out. Gumshoe, you are outstanding as a sore thumb. Shh. Doesn't need to know that. Leave him be.
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident.
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
An animal?
He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. Kid walked by just then, so he killed him too. Jogger came upon the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this is all just conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness, aka Emma.
Emma's just sitting right there, listening. Just listening. This poor girl. Oh my gosh. Poor Emma.
About this. Hey, is that? It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, the knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it! Now I remember what the incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again!
Emma has no faith in Gumshoe. No faith.
This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. He traced it back to the store he bought it at, plus his fingerprints on it too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Well, yeah, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet. Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive. Thank you for the stretch.
That's what they thought anyway, Rima. That's what they thought.
That's pretty conclusive.
Alright.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh. Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office.
I wonder if there's something we could show him that could make him change his mind.
Well, at this point, we don't have anything like that. Before we continue on, though, we should save real quick, and I shall take my break now real quick as we are at the 1 hour mark. Oh, boy. It's quite a long case indeed, everybody. So, we just need to keep pushing forward here. Alright, I'm gonna take my break real quick, and I will be right back. Please don't go anywhere, anyone, and I will see you all in just a couple of minutes. BRB! am back, everybody. Oh. As long as I don't bump into anything I'm not supposed to. Hello, hello. Alright. Let's get back to it. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. I was in the middle of drinking water. Gosh darn it, Grima. I was in the middle of drinking water. Why? I was in the middle of drinking water. Alright. Let's see where we can go. Water. Yes. Water. Alright.
No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr.
Everyone's probably busy looking for what exactly went down in the evidence room.
Hello there.
Hello there. Vanica, welcome in. Welcome, welcome.
That must be where the detectives are.
We proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m.
Excuse me. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow.
Alright. Let's see. Let's go check in on Edgeworth, though. Make sure he's okay.
I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is. It looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here? Sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
The only crime I ever committed is being What? Grima is not guilty of anything. Leave him alone.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Sorry. Miles, chill just a bit. What do you mean I'm not on screen? I'm right here. Okay.
Forged evidence. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do can erase that fact. You didn't know, right? I mean that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. The fact remains that the fact remains the same, no matter what excuse I may have.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up.
Exactly.
Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First last year's trial, and now this one. Seems all you do is worry about me.
Well, I mean, for a reason, but, Anyway.
To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
Sorry.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture. Something seems strange about it.
Thank you, Dark, for the head pats.
Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in the ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning and then drove to the police department.
You finished up at the office?
Yes, just odds and ends. Clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This.
Oh yeah! Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes. It was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right.
Phoenix is hearing something.
Phoenix is hearing something. Let's see. Let's show him that picture that we found in Gant's office. Sus, indeed. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making... oops. That's the wrong voice. Gotta read, Arya. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes?
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. Ah, I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design.
A story?
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on.
Contradiction, huh? Sus. Very sus.
This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard of this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? Just for Emma's sake. Very well.
Sure you know it, Nick. Sure.
Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon.
Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other.
Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you've mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless, and thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words, but it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, we had the halberd part of the award abolished. Chief Gant.
That's a little strange. Why would the chief of police have that part removed, huh?
That's a little weird. That's suspicious.
But there was another thing that I was curious about. Ooh, don't knock my water glass over. What's this ball of paper on the ground? I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there.
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth. Is that detective out...
Wait, what?
Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground. Hold on, first let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet. He didn't even look.
What? Letter of...
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, none of it was your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
He's lost his edge. He's quitting. Oh, come on. Really? All right. Unfortunately, I think I know what we can use this as leverage for. I know what we can use as leverage here. Excuse me. Ah, Miss Starr. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef?
Miss Starr? I guess she's out of lunches.
You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk.
Ew. Ew. Eh. Why would you say that? Ugh. Eh. I'm gonna drink some water. Ugh. Ew.
Oh, that left a bad taste in my mouth. Ugh, gross. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on that very day. The murder occurred on the very day the evidence from the case was due for transferal. This can't be attributed to mere coincidence.
Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness?
The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
Miss Starr's hatred toward Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago.
Let's talk to Starr about this. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
Oh my gosh. The entirety of food, it's supposed to be savored when eaten because that's what it do. Yeah? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye.
My sister?
The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo.
The legendary duo.
Lana and Chief Gant.
That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret.
You don't have proof anything illegal was done.
I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much an explanation. Then Lotta Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor.
Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor.
Nothing quite as simple as it appears.
Huh?
Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used?
What does that mean?
Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Gant led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best.
Well, not yet, Dark. Let her finish what she has to say first. Come on.
They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was most unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her.
Really?
Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake.
Mr. Marshall.
When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from the shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating.
Miss Starr.
That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that?
Well, at least Emma and her can agree on something there.
Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence.
Chief.
That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean, that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along.
Ah. There you have it. Gant made a boo-boo.
But how could he control Lana?
I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude.
Hello there.
Aiden, welcome in. Hello there. No worries, Stark.
There must have been some reason for her change. At last. I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been.
Well, at least thank you for that, Angel. Well, time to head to the police department. We have something to give Detective Gumshoe. Not that it'll be easy to admit to him what this is.
Oh, you're back. You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that DJ.
Gotta admire your consistency, but my answer's still no.
Huh?
I'm not letting you into the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene of the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind.
Gumshoe the secretary. That doesn't suit him at all. Oh, heck no. Well, I don't like what I'm about to do, but, I'm sorry, Gumshoe. We gotta show you this. He's not gonna be happy.
What's this crumbled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious! Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. We betrayed him.
Oh, Gumshoe.
Detective,
That's it. I've made up my mind.
But-
Here, take my ID card. You can't do that. If someone found out,
they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Thank you, Detective. Thank you.
With what just happened, Dark? I would say I would disagree with that statement. Alright. Let's go to the chief's office, then. Oh boy. To explore Chief Gant's office. Gumshoe is the best. Absolutely. We love Gumshoe. We love Gumshoe here.
Here goes, Mr. Wright.
Oh. It worked. Ah, that music, I swear.
We're in. If anyone finds us now,
Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Ah!
sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah! Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? That wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point of giving us your ID card? Hey, don't do that to my card!
We crushed Gumshoe's card! What the heck?
I hardly ever get a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Not if we're lucky. Come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Alright. All we can do is take a look around, right?
This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons. Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor. You know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes.
You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh! Careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in the armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there.
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out! You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
That's fair. He's pretty scary. Reminds me of when Vegeta crushed the Potara. Eh? The what?
Wow! Look at the size of Chief Gant's desk.
Speaking of that, we were here earlier. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this.
Hey, look at the case name!
Huh? SL9 incident? I wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said, I wonder what...
No. About evidence lists? Normally they're twice as long?
That's right. Guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-sized list of evidence. Very similar to what Edgeworth said.
Those lists run twice as long.
Alright, bye, Saint Seiya. Thank you so much for coming by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay sharp.
What would the other half of the list be doing here?
I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case.
It would appear so. This is a safe, isn't it? Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay, if you say so.
It looks like a code is needed to be entered in this panel to open it.
A 7-digit number. I think I might know what this is.
Ah!
Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's...
Not quite.
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing.
Alright, let's input the code. Only one way to know. Code confirmed. Access granted.
Bingo.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was it, pal? 777-7777. The final ID card number on that record.
What?
The numbers of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 777777777? That ID number? I think you're 1 7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number.
Say, anyone care to look inside?
Alright. Let's look.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look, it's a
Shard from a broken cup. This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before?
there's something else in here too.
What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth.
And there's a handprint on it.
This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that was in the safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now. Piece of cloth with a handprint on it, and a broken shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident?
Come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective.
Ah! Remember that thing we put together? The other stream? Where is it? Aha, there it is.
Detective Gumshoe, did you have another look at this jar? I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found. You mean this one that was in the safe?
Yes, that one. That was in the safe.
Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Alright, assemble fragments.
Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
I can piece this together again. It'll prove Chief Ganton was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes.
Alright, hold on. Alright. Nope. Here. There we go. That was it.
There! It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
But...
Hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
There's a reddish line on it.
A reddish line. That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
Well, there's that. But the handprint. What could the handprint be about? How about that luminol fluid? What would the luminol fluid have to do with it?
This was taken on that day 2 years ago.
The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma. After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture and went along with Chief Gant to question Dark. Bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
Gee, you think? That was a little obvious, Detective.
This was Lana's desk. Sure is tidy.
Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner.
There's not even any dust on it. Look, looks like someone's still keeping it clean.
And the shield had the halberd on it. It did.
Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. And what the stuff legends are made of. Does he keep it in memory of her? Or in memory of the crime?
Good point.
These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf.
Hey! This is when Lana and I went to that theme park.
Oh, poor Emma.
Chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department. That's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building. When a detective screws up, the chief calls him to his office and makes him listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that?
Music soothes the soul.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in their ears. So it's an instrument of punishment. Literally.
But aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway. That's besides the point.
Wow. Okay, Dark, calm down. No need to get frustrated, I promise. You know, even though, Oh! I got it. Fingerprints. We can use the fingerprinting set on the piece of cloth.
Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So, you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, Detective.
Alright, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing?
Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Calm down, Gumshoe.
Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. And once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with.
Take a print. This one's the most visible. Just add as much as we can. Adding dust. Alright. And there we go. Whoop. And there. Perfect. Let's see. Ooh, what could it be? Oh! Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, boy. It's Emma's.
No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Psst! Hey, you. Over here. What's going on here? What are those kids' prints doing inside the cheap safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here. Maybe you should hold on to this.
Thanks, Gumshoe. Oh wait, did I do that already? Let's see. Maybe we should present that list to Gumshoe, based off of what it was saying.
That's what the chief was reading before, isn't it? You know, when we first came in here?
Yeah. It looks like the right side of the form's been torn off.
So Mr. Edgeworth's list really was only half of the whole thing.
Something else is bugging me more than that. Take a look at the back of that form, pal. Back?
The back, huh?
Oh! I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here.
What is it? Did you find something?
Can't make it out. I'd better keep quiet about it for now.
Huh?
Oh, no, it's nothing.
Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright?
I'd better not forget about this picture.
Emma's drawing. Potentially.
Let's see. Let's see.
How about we go back to talk to Lana? I think that could be a good idea. I think I misspoke. What do you mean you misspoke, Megarock? Alright, let's head back to the detention center. Oh, no, go back. Back. Let's present her this picture. If it doesn't do anything, then it's wrong. Oh. Apparently no. Apparently that was not it. That's weird. That is weird. What am I missing? That's weird. I thought I examined everything, to be honest. Do I need to talk to her again? No? That's weird. There must be something that I missed. What did I miss? Ah! Need to talk to Gumshoe. Okay, got it. I missed talking to Gumshoe. What if we showed Lana her sister's handprint? I'll have to remember that.
The desk on the other side of the room. Is that your sister's?
Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gad's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it here. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at that time. I see.
So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gad and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining.
Are we sure about that?
Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, it wouldn't be. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now then, let's look around a few. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Huh? What is it? If someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go with that. Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you?
Huh?
You two don't think Chief Gad...
Whoa! Holy! Chief Gad might have given us a raid?
Incoming raid
Holy
from Miura Shiba
crap!
with 21 viewers.
Holy cow!
Welcome.
Miuri Shiba! Holy cow! Thank you so much for the raid! Holy crap! Welcome in, everybody! Welcome in, raiders! Welcome, welcome! Welcome, wow, that caught me off guard. Welcome in, raiders! Welcome in! Let's see, I almost forgot how my raid message here. Welcome in, raiders! If you're new here, hi, I am Arya Shadeslay. I am a voiceover artist on YouTube, and I also stream games here on Twitch. Thank you so much for bringing your lovely community over here, Miyori. What were you guys playing? The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles! Oh, I have yet to play those, but I hope that that's going well. I hope that that's going well for you guys. I really want to get to those games, but I have not played them yet. I hope that I hope that went well. Thank you so much for bringing your lovely community over here. How was your stream? How was your stream? No rush. Take your time and wait for the Apollo Justice trilogy. Oh yeah. Don't worry, Miyori. As soon as that comes out, I will be purchasing it. So no worries. I'm definitely excited for the remasters. I have played the originals, but I will be excited for the remasters. But yes, how was your stream? How was your stream? How did it go? I hope it went well. We are currently in the original Ace Attorney, on case 5 at the moment, Rise from the Ashes. So we've got a long ways ahead of us still. Stream was amazing. It's like 1 a.m. where I am though, so I gotta go. But good luck for your stream. Thank you, Miori! Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for bringing your lovely community over here. Go get some good sleep. I promise you it'll be worth it. Good sleep. Good sleep is always worth it. All right, have a good night, Miori. Thank you so much for bringing your community over here. If you're staying from the raid, please, if you need to, go get some water, go get some food, go stretch. Do what you need to do. And if you're sticking around or just lurking, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much again, Miori, and have a good night. Thank you so much. Oh boy, holy cow. No, where were we again? Oh right, Gumshoe was telling us something, that's right.
Chief Gant. might be a suspect, do you?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best if I don't divulge my feelings. Yet.
I'm thirsty.
Thank you for the hydrate. The raid made Arya forget everything. Ah! And metal pipe. Alright, anyway.
There you go, ignoring me again. Well, was I any help? Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Chief Gant! I didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run into a pole.
For crying out loud, Gant.
Rook Erica joins the guild.
Ruka Erica, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Shadeslayer Guild. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome.
Just then, I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... oh, gosh. Now get out. Yes, sir.
I'm a shoe.
We'll be on our way too, then. Wait. You the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
Sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair. You're free to go.
Mr. Wright!
That's not good. Look, pal. I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking her in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I would never have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. Why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time? Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
Alright, bye, Gumshoe.
After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day.
Oh, and back to the detention center, it seems.
I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here.
But I've already... Gant isn't playing games anymore. Oh, heck no. Heck no, he's not.
But I've already told you all that I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really, I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I've finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story.
Alright. Better ask her about it.
I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence.
Holy crap! Double raid! Holy cow! What?
Incoming raid from Sorokiskai with 23 viewers.
Oh my gosh!
Welcome.
Sky! Hi! Oh my gosh! Hi! Wow! Holy crap! Double raid! Holy crap! Sky,
Ratter
welcome
Warehouse
in!
joins
Welcome
the
in,
guild.
raiders! Holy cow! Oh my gosh! Rav Warehouse, thank you so much for that follow, and welcome to the Shadeslayer Guild. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, raiders! Holy crap! Welcome, welcome. Welcome, I am Arya. I am Arya Shadeslay. I am a voiceover artist on YouTube, and I also stream on Twitch. Thank you so much for bringing your community over here. Holy crap. Sky, how are you? How was your stream? Holy cow. Wow, this this got insane really fast. Happy New Year, and Sky, hope you have a wonderful stream. Thank you, Sky! That is awesome! Thank you so much! Holy cow! Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Double rating. What were you guys doing? Cult of the Lamb! Oh, interesting. How was that? How was that? I hope it went well. I am Sensei Kermit, the Sky Sitter, and I will have to stream sit you as well. I see. Well, welcome in, Sensei Kermit. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Holy cow. Sky, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you so much for the raid. Call me Sensei. Got it. Gotcha. Sensei it is. Thank you so much for the raid, though, Sky. Thank you so much. If you need to, go get some rest, go get some sleep, get some food, get some water, get what you need to do, please, please, please do. I hope your stream went well, and that, tourist invasion. Oh my gosh. That is so awesome. But yeah, Sky, if you need to go get some rest, get some stretch, get some sleep, do what you need to do. Yes. And for those who are here as well from Sky's stream, thank you so much for coming. If you're sticking around or you're lurking, please, be sure to take good care of yourselves. Get some water, stretch, and, do some, do what you need to do to make sure that you're happy and healthy. Thank you so much for coming over. Holy crap. Thank you guys so much. Yes, hydrate and stretchies. It's very important. Yes, indeed. Speaking of hydrate, I better drink some water. Oh my gosh. Whew. Holy crap. That was insane. Nice to finally meet you too, Warehouse.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, we now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
Yes. Make sure every streamer drinks their very important agua. Yes. Drink your water. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Mimi. Mimi Q.
Just
Could I just call you Mimi, or is Mimi Q fine? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to the Shadeslayer Guild. I'm Mimi. Alright. Mimi it is. And Sensei, thank you so much for that follow as well. Thank you so much for that follow, and welcome to the Shadeslayer Guild. Both of you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, Spud. I'm sorry. I was just trying to encourage. That's all I was trying to do. Holy crap. Thank you guys so much. Ooh, my cheeks are hurting a little bit. I've been smiling a lot because we got double rated today. Holy crap. Thank you so much, everyone. Holy crap. Let me breathe. Whoa. For those of you who are coming from the raids, though, if you don't know, we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We were also raided by, what was it? Who was it? We were also raided by, Miori Shiba as well.
Spudinman
We
joins
were
the
rated by
guild.
Miori Shiba as well. It was that was pretty insane. Oh, Spud, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Shadeslay Guild. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for that follow. Everybody who's from the raids. Everybody who's from the raids, thank you so much for the follows and the love. Thank you so much. Okay. But for those who are coming from the raids and don't know, we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are currently almost at the end of the last day of investigation here. It is pretty intense. We are on case 5, the last case of the first game. It is a long one, and we are in for a long haul. So let's see how this will end, shall we? Let me see. The final countdown, yes. Yes, we are in interrogation of sorts. Okay, let me read that again. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not like you're unwilling to tell the truth. The character in this screen is Sky, right? This is Lana Sky. Her last name is Sky, yes. Alright, Sensei, that's a little much. It's that you're incapable of doing so, because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? Yes, Mimi, that is what it was. So, you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you are speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name? Who could it be? How about your former partner? Well, Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? Alright. Damon Gant, everybody. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he's respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. Proof, huh? You want proof? How about this jar that he hid? I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece, and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. And wisdom comes with responsibility, and responsibility comes power. With power comes responsibility indeed. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for it? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the Chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago,
I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate.
Orders, huh?
Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered the murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him.
No worries, Mimi. Thank you so much for coming in from the raid. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day and stay sharp. Oh, Mimi, the lurk command is !BRB. Yep, Lana was forced to be the fall girl. Yes. Yeah, and that explains what Stars saw. Absolutely. No worries, Mimi. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your break.
So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife? That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand? Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoe as well. And then... she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Star, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly?
Why hide the knife?
It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So, you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister. To tell her what happened, and ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gand, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right either, Grima.
Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean, not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incidents in the evidence room? I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana... You've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and as an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything.
Ha! No.
Exactly. There's no way we ain't gonna pursue this. Absolutely.
Detective Goodman's real murder. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago? To be continued.
Bum, bum, bum. And cliffhanger! And since we have reached the end of that, that will be the end of today's stream. Oh boy. That is certainly, this is certainly, definitely very chaotic. I know, cliffhangers, cliffhangers, cliffhangers. We gotta leave it on cliffhangers. We gotta keep the suspense, you guys, huh? Alright. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. We got a lot done today. Even only it was one part of it, we got quite a lot done. Don't leave yet, though. We're still going to find someone to raid today before we head off. Let's see who we can raid today. Next time could be the last, yes. It could be the last indeed. Let's see who we can raid today. Depending on what happens, absolutely. Yes, find out who the real culprit is on the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Alright, bye, Sensei. Thank you so much for coming by. Stay sharp. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let's go give our good friend Lyra's adventure a raid today, as it has been a while since we've seen her. If you are, please stick around though, as we are going to raid our good friend Lyra's adventure. She's playing some more Persona 4 Golden. She must be doing some of the extra stuff, even though she's finished the main story already. Alright, if you're heading over to the stream, to Lyra's stream, please type Shadeslay Raid in the chat with any emotes that you would like. That's Shadeslay spelled S-H-A-D-E and slay at the end. Alright. Also, if you're heading over there, be sure to follow all of her rules as you would mine and have fun first and foremost. Alright. Thank you so much for coming, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Normally, I don't stream on Wednesdays, but since I didn't stream yesterday, I will be streaming tomorrow to make up for it. Alright, I will see you all tomorrow, and we will be playing some Harvest Moon Winds of Anthos. Alright, I will see you all then. Bye! Stay sharp, Shadeslayers!